All right, y'all, so prep, these are called shoulder cars. So find yourself some wall space. Hands will be about shoulder height, okay? And then chest is gonna be perpendicular from the wall, so you should be facing this way. All right, then with my offhand here, I'm lifting up with my pinky, reaching back as far as I can go, and then back down and through, okay? So you're trying to go your full range of motion, drawing a big circle with your hand here, okay? Trying to go your full range of motion. All right, so you have 20 of those on each side, okay? As soon as you're finished with those, grab one of your lighter resistance bands. We're gonna go around the world. Okay, you'll start here, you'll pull apart, and then you'll go in this direction once, twice, like so, okay? So again, you'll have 20 go in this direction, keeping the arms straight, keeping the band tight, and then kind of just orbiting your head, 20 this direction, and then also 20 this direction, okay? As soon as you're finished with those, kind of rest, relax for a minute, then get right back to it. You're going through these exercises twice, okay? Let's get it. All right, boys, so for foundation, again, we'll have 2 sets for this one. And there's 2 different exercises. Exercise 1 is just a strict V up. All right, so arms will be overhead. All right, legs will be right here. The goal of this is just to keep our spine, so from head all the way to tailbone, okay, on the floor here. And then you're gonna bring your feet over top of your hips and hands over top of your shoulders. And then control them all the way down. Up here, down here, up here, down here, okay? So you're gonna have 50 of those. They're gonna get fatiguing as hell, okay? So just try to get as many quality reps as you can. If you gotta rest for 3 to 5 seconds, that's cool. Get right back to it, okay? Make sure each rep counts, each rep looks good, okay? So lower back, shoulder blades should be glued to the floor here. Arms and legs are the only thing that's moving up, okay? So it's a lot of spinal stability here, okay? And then second exercise, we're gonna work on our obliques, all right? So you'll take your band here. Again, this is one of my lighter resisted bands, okay? Put it underneath your feet, okay? You'll grab nice and low right here, all right? And then you're gonna let your shoulder kind of dip to this side, and then you'll come back up and squeeze, okay? Let the shoulder dip, let that arm drop, come back up and squeeze, okay? Make sure you're grabbing low enough to where you have some good resistance. This should not be easy. You should be feeling like you gotta squeeze your side just to straighten yourself out, okay? Here, 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 here. Keep your legs nice and straight on those, okay? All you're doing is just laterally shifting your rib cage back to neutral, okay? So with those, you'll also have 50 on each side, okay? This is 2 rounds, so once you finish your first round, grab some water, rest for about 1.5 minutes or so, okay? Then get right back to it for round 2. All right, y'all, let's get it. All right, boys, so for strength, we got 2 movements. All right, our main movement is gonna be a seated press with the band, okay? So a lot of times in the weight room, I like doing a seated press just because it makes us stabilize a little bit differently, okay? So being on our feet, being on, having our legs underneath us, it's a little easier to stabilize when you push it up, and then when you get that eccentric load coming back down too, okay? So we're kind of taking that out of the equation. So we're testing our spinal stability here, which is why we did all those oblique and ab movements, okay, with this overhead press. All right, so kind of just working different components, making your body work in different ways. So what you're gonna do is grab, again, that same band you're probably using for that last one. I know my feet probably dirty, don't judge me. Anyway, you're wrapping that band underneath your feet like so. You're gonna sit up nice and straight for me, okay? You'll pull this here, so our hands right around our shoulders, and then we're just pushing up, biceps to ear, back down. Biceps to ear, back down. Biceps to ear, back down, okay? Hands should be finishing right over top of our shoulders, just like we do with a normal shoulder press, okay? Obviously, that band is gonna make you sit up nice and straight, all right? Make sure that belly button's tucked back towards your spine, okay? Do whatever you gotta do in this area to keep your spine nice and straight. So we're not arching here. Obviously, we're not right here. Okay? So you're gonna have 12 of those reps. As soon as you're finished with that movement, find yourself a bench. All right, and then you got 20 dips. You guys know what to do on those. All right, so since that first exercise, the tempo and pace was a little bit slower, with these, I want you to rapid fire. So 20 dips, get it in and out, nice and quick, get that blood flowing, let it burn, okay? So for those 2 exercises, you got 4 rounds, 4, okay? Y'all know what to do, work hard, get it in. All right, y'all, so for accessories, we're gonna get a good pump on for your upper body here, all right? And you'll need 2 bands. Probably try to get the lightest one that you have, and then the second strongest or second lightest resistance you have after that one, okay? Mostly because we're doing 20 reps, it's gonna burn like shit, especially after that first movement that we did for strength. And yeah, I want you to get your full range of motion. I need every rep pretty here. All right, so the first exercise here, you're gonna wrap that band underneath your feet, and we're just doing a regular front raise. You're doing 20 reps, all right? So getting a good one tempo here. So 1 second up, 1 second down, getting to 20 reps there. Awesome. As soon as you're finished there, okay, you'll keep this band, and then we'll go sideways. So kind of just lifting up like so, bringing that elbow up with it. All right, if you need to go narrower with the feet just so you have more slack on the rope, that's what you'll do, okay? So 20 of those right there. As soon as you're finished with that, you'll need to wrap your band around a post. All right, so here's my post right there. All right, we got rear delt fly, okay, or reverse fly, whatever you want to call it. So just the opposite of a chest fly. So we're working the rear of our shoulders right here. So opening up, coming back, opening up, coming back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, punching those elbows back. You have 20 reps right there, okay? Then as soon as you're finished, you'll have banded row. All right, make sure y'all can see me. So I'm right here, getting a squat position for me, pulling those elbows back, almost pulling that band back towards your hips. And you have 20 reps for me right there, okay? So those 4 movements, like I said, you got 3 times through. It's gonna burn like hell after 1 set, so take a minute to rest if you need to. Get right back to it, working hard for that second set, okay? Get all 20 reps and work hard, let's get it. All right, so for motor, if y'all don't have access to a jump rope, that's okay. Find yourself a line, ain't breaking the floor, draw a damn imaginary line on the floor if you need to, I don't care. All right, as long as you got something visible for you to jump back and forth from. So if you don't have a jump rope, we're gonna do line jump and then wall walk after that. So if you notice on the sheet, it says EMOM for 10 minutes. Okay, so set yourself a timer for 10 minutes and then we're doing these 2 movements every minute on the minute. So that just means you'll have a minute of either jump rope or line jump. Line jump looks like this, back and forth. Okay, you can switch to lateral. Kind of just keep moving, getting those feet going, getting that nice bounciness around the ball of our feet. So you got that for 60 seconds. As soon as you're done, find yourself your wall. Start off in your crawling position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Hovering on our toes right here. Okay, you're gonna walk up the wall till you're all the way straight. Walk right down that joint. Walking up, walking back down that joint. Okay, so take your time, scale it so where you're getting, 5, 6, 7 reps on the way down and on the way back up. Okay, keep those knees bent, keep your hips low. Try to stay in that crawl position, nice and perfectly. All right, as we're going up and down for the whole minute. Okay, so basically what I mean is, don't be arching, don't let your knees hit. Stay stable as you move up and down. Okay, so that's it for motor. As soon as that 10-minute timer is done, you are done. All right, take care of business, y'all. Let's go.